Hi guys! So today we are going to be discussing if we can let go of our twin flames. And this is a topic that is very much researched in the twin flame community. And I've been there myself. I tried everything I could to overcome the connection that I had with my twin, to little or no success. So I want to go through some aspects that are supposed to trigger you into some deep reflection about why do you feel this urgent need to cut the cord with your twin. I will not go through the same obvious shit that everybody posts, like find your self-love and nurture yourself, because as much as that is good advice in theory, in practice, when you're going nuts night and day thinking about someone, this is to no avail, even because most of us in the twin flame communities that have self-love issues have problems with self-esteem. And for someone that has problems with self-love, this conversation about, well, doing things to increase your self-love can be very hermetic, because you understand that you need to do it, you understand that some things in practice could help with it, but you don't see much results when you see those things in practice. So how do you actually create your self-love? It's one of the main obstacles that you find in the twin flame journeys, to be able to reconstruct your inner appearance, the image you have of yourself. But no worry, because at the end of the twin flame process, you'll have managed to build some sort of self-love as you didn't have before. So the first thing you need to know is that you will not be able to cut the cords, and you don't need to cut the cords. So stop trying that shit about imagining a scissor cutting a tie between you and your twin's hearts, because that's just bullshit. What you need to be thinking about is, why do you have the need to cut that cord? And I tell you why. Because you're focusing all your energy night and day in your twin and splitting you dry. And probably whilst at it, you see your twin leaving it high. So let me explain a little bit how this works. It's like you have an aquarium full of water. When you tilt the aquarium to one side, the other side gets left with no water. It's the same thing with our energy. If our energy all flows to one of the twins, the other twin is completely left begging for something. What you need to find out is how to make that aquarium sit still in a flat surface, so energy can flow freely to both sides. And how do you do that? You reclaim your energy back. You focus on yourself. Now, this is not one of those things of go take a warm bubbly bath or go to a spa day. Focus on yourself at some point of this journey. It's not something that you will do actively, but it's more like something that happens to you. And this is the magic of the twin flame process, is that at some points of this journey, those riddles where you get stuck will kind of sort themselves out by themselves. It's going to be the same thing with this. So you see, for the most part of the way you go through this journey, trying to speed it up, trying to get to the end of it, trying to get your twin, trying to forget your twin, and you have to understand that this simply doesn't work like this. This journey is going to take as long as it's going to take, and there's absolutely nothing that you can do about it except endure it. You're not going to speed it up. So what you need to be avoiding is that you're focusing so much of your energy in your twin that you're actually creating more problems for yourself, because you're creating resistance and you're making this journey longer and harder. So let me help you a little bit of this one. If you're stuck in this question of, should I let go of my twin flame? Can I let go? How do I let go of my twin flame? It's probably because you're still in runner and chaser mode. So as soon as separation kicks in, and it will kick in, you will have absolutely no choice but to reclaim your energy back, simply because you will need all of your energy to survive this next stage of the process. This will be a turning point in this matter of self-love. Self-love in separation is going to become an habit for you, something that you are compelled to do, something you are compelled to reach for, and not something. And this has nothing to do with spending a day on a spa or not texting your twin for 48 hours. You will take this much more seriously in separation phase. This self-love will be expressed by you finally feeling the need to really shield yourself from your twin and disconnect from him. This self-love will come in the form of you knowing deep inside of your heart that the reason you put this other human being in a pedestal is not because he is your twin, but because you keep on looking for love outside of yourself. And I don't mean that you're gonna know this rationally. I mean the penny will actually drop that the love that you need needs to come from you. This self-love is to come from being the best version of yourself, is to come from finally starting that plan that you put on the back burner and you always wanted to do, is to come from doing new activities, taking care of yourself, things that make you shine, is to come from spending time connecting with people that reflect back your value, and is to come from finally cutting out of your life radically everything that does not serve your highest goods unapologetically. And you will do it, you will act, and you will see the transformation in you from a pile of ashes to a fucking flying phoenix. So don't waste your time thinking about stupid ways to cut cords with your twin. You do not need that. What you need is only to endure the journey peacefully, to set your heart to a frequency of love, and accept that this is a process, and at the right time, if you do not indulge in blaming your twin but frame it as an experience to learn about yourself, you will naturally get there. So whilst you are in the process, it can be a little bit painful. I will then proceed now to give you some tips of how to plow through the hard times a little bit better, to endure this part of the journey. So tip number one, if anything is getting you mad about the journey, do not repress it. Take some time to sit with it and frame it in a way you can clearly see some benefits of it. Make a list if you have to, but it's very important for the phases to run smoothly that you do not hold any grudges against your twin. So make forgiving and understanding where he's coming from your number one priority in any stages, but especially if you are very stuck at this point of I need to let go of my twin flame. Tip number two, open yourself to others. You may think you will never feel as connected to anyone as you feel with your twin, and that may be true to some points, but do not let that put you off from meeting new people or enjoying the company of others. Remember that even if your favorite food is pizza, maybe sometimes you would like a nice to dine something else, if you know what I mean. So give yourself this gift, give yourself this new time and new memories with other people, because they'll soon start to compose a little bit that deep hole in your heart that you feel from the physical absence of your twin. Tip number three, respect your twin's silence, and this is very important. Whatever you do, do not force the relationship with your twin in any possible way. It will backfire on you. Keep cool. Remember that you are here also to be an example for him and for others about love, about respect, and about boundaries that people should have in loving relationships. You are here to show the world a little bit how love should be. So keep cool. Things will unfold at the time they have to unfold. Sometimes it takes forever until this process is finished, but it will be finished. Trust the universe on this one. Tip number four, if you are in too much pain, do not feel embarrassed to look for help wherever you can get it. Do whatever you need to hold on to yourself and put yourself together. If you need to sleep, sleep. If you need holidays, take some. If you need to see a therapist, talk to a priest, whatever suits you, whatever rocks your boat. Even if you need medication at some point, just own up to it and know that it's just a stage and that you have the tools in yourself to move forward. This is a hard journey. This is for champions, so you are not alone. Your mission is to survive it well, so don't mind what anyone says about it. Tip number five, do silly things. Out of the box things. Talk to yourself, swim naked, go breathe some fresh air in the mountains, try to break your routines as much as possible. This will help you to keep grounded and connected to the world and open the possibilities for hope when everything seems bleak. And tip number 6, talk to your twin flame. Talk about your twin flame journey with other twins. A way to move on from the feeling of loneliness and being crazy that you have at some points of this journey is to find others that can reflect your own experience back to you. So this is the same as to in any problem, but in spiritual things like this journey, this is particularly important to do to its character, because it's something that you can see, it's something that exists just in your mind, and it's much more common that people tend to feel isolated and crazy and like they're going nuts. So really for me, like one of the points, this is just a caveat here, but one of the points that completely changed my mind overnight is when one day I received a text message from a girl that I just met once in my life, and she asked me if I wanted to go for a coffee, and I said yes, because I thought she was a cool girl. Although I had only talked to her once, I'm a very open person, so I went. And when I sat there, she sat down with me and she started telling me her twin flame experience, and my jaw just dropped. Out of the blue, a perfect stranger comes to me to open up about her twin flame journey. She didn't know anything about me. I didn't have this channel by then. I didn't speak about twin flames or spirituality in social media or anything. So she had absolutely no idea that I was a twin too. And seeing the process she was going through was so similar to mine, and listening to what she had to say about it and the experience she lived with her twin, and it was a complete revolution for me. It really did some good for me to understand that I was not going crazy, that the universe was in the right place, and this was all happening in real life, that I was not completely insane. And that's when I decided to create this channel. So I will leave you at this week. I will be posting another video on Sunday. I hope you enjoyed this, and please, if you did, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, post some comments. I need to see you engaging with me a little bit more, and I wish you all the best for this week. Thank you for listening.